For you guys out there online, let me know if the music needs to be a little louder. I'm going to bump it up 1. And welcome, 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 welcome. TC Fit trainer Michelle here today. We are on January 11th, a lot of ones in today's date. And this is our first core and stretch class of the new year. So number one thing is to adjust to your body, okay? So don't just keep moving. You don't have to be doing exactly what I'm doing, but we are going to start with our feet wide and a little hip shift side to side. I welcome all of you out there in virtual land as you're joining us. We've got 5 of us here in the studio today, so you'll see me kind of switch between the camera and those that are joining me here on site. I love it. So this is on a level of 1 to 5. This is a 1 to 3 level class. We want it to be comfortable. I'll let you know when there needs to be a challenge. And we're going to go 2 more here. Hold in the middle. And let's walk those feet in. Big hip circle. So working at your own pace. We're going to do about 4 on this first leg. And then try the other direction. See how that feels as you have to balance. Hopefully naturally you start to engage, tighten up the core to hold yourself in place. Go ahead and switch legs. Give me 4 on one side or 4 one direction. Then switch up to the other direction. You've got it. Plant the feet. And we're going hands out in front of the torso. From here, we're going to open up wide to the side, torso rotation, or you sometimes might hear this called thoracic rotation, that mid part of the spine. Really important to keep that part of our bodies moving. It's the only way it gets nutrients. So to get that oxygen and nutrients into those soft tissues, we need them to move. Working at your own pace. I'm moving fairly quickly here. I know the music feels slow, but it's pushing us to keep going. 1 more. Lock the fingers together, reaching all the way up towards the ceiling. You're going to go ahead and take this stretch or this reach to your left side. Comfortable here, soft knees. Give this a chance to find your breath. And with your next exhale, take it all the way up to the top and over to the opposite side. Really feeling the stretch under the armpit down into the rib cage. Find your breath. Next exhale, we go all the way over. We're holding 4, 3, 2, and switch. 4, 3, 2, one more time, all the way to the left. 4, 3, 2, last time, all the way over. We want to be even. I don't want you, feeling like one side got loose and the other side got tight. That's never good. And to the top, release the arms. We're going to go ahead, take our stance wide. Take the left toes, point them out. Follow your gaze that direction. We're setting up in our Yoga Warrior 1. So shoulders drop down. This should feel like a powerful pose. You might get a slight stretch through that inner thigh and a little bit of work through that front quad. From here, we take our left hand, our front arm, elbow comes down in front of that left knee, reach towards the ceiling. We're going to keep these poses moving. So go ahead and windmill those arms back up to the top. Straighten out that front knee. Reach the right arm back towards that right leg, and you're looking up towards the ceiling, our triangle pose. And with your comfort zone, we windmill those arms back to the front, bending that front knee, looking out over those fingertips. You may even drop your gaze down as your knees stacked right over your ankles. You're welcome to hold here. We're going to run those 3 poses again here from our Warrior 1. We drop the front elbow to the front knee, reach. Windmill those arms up, straighten out that front leg, reach the arm back, big triangle pose here. And return to our starting Warrior 1. Release the arms, pull your feet back to center. We're doing the same thing on the other side. Rotate those toes out. Arms are up, shoulders are down. Power pose here. Right elbow drops to the inside of the right knee. You reach, looking towards the ceiling. Inhale. And with your exhale, we're up to standing. Straighten out that front knee, reach for the ceiling. Triangle pose. And windmill those arms up to the top, bend that front knee. We're gonna do this sequence one more time. So, right arm comes down, reach it up, looking towards the sky. Feeling that stretch again along the side of the body through the rib cage. With your exhale, we draw this up to our standing warrior. Straighten out that front knee, push back as we reach for the ceiling. This first sequence has been for mobility. We're keeping everything moving, lubricating those joints. Exhale up to the top, into that warrior pose. Draw your hips back to center and shake it out. So that was our first opening sequence. We're gonna move to the floor and start into our core work. So quick water break if you need it. Then bringing your body all the way down to the floor. I'm squinting to look at where we're starting. I remember now. All the way to your back. Again, with these exercises, I'm gonna demonstrate a few different levels. I want you to choose what works best for you. As we begin here today, reminding ourselves of our pelvic tilt. So one hand above the belly button, one hand below. Take note of how your back feels against the mat or against the floor. Can you press the back towards the floor? Feel that pelvis tilt. And then reverse, create a big arch in the back. It's a small movement, but a big difference in how our body functions. We press the back towards the floor, minimizing that space, and then tilting the pelvis forward, creating that big arch. Go ahead and draw yourself back to neutral, or even just that little press towards the floor. That's where we're gonna hold as we bring one foot up and the other into our tabletop. I want you squeezing the inner thighs together. Ankles are locked together. Ankles are at 90 degrees, knees are at 90 degrees, hips are at 90 degrees. You may already start to feel your abdominal wall engaged to hold you in place. You're welcome to stay in this position as long as your back is pressing towards the floor. If you're ready for the next intensity, we're gonna take the right leg, tap heel down, pull up, and left side, we alternate. Again, my hands are one above and one below the belly button because I wanna know that I can feel these midsection muscles working. Yes, your legs are moving, but your core is holding you stable. If this is feeling too easy, go ahead and go straight legs. It becomes more of a scissor motion. Shoulders are relaxed. And you're breathing. We are never holding our breath in this class. Always getting the oxygen into the body. Inhale, exhale. We're going about 10 more seconds on this exercise at a speed that feels comfortable for you. And with the release, we gently pull the knees towards the chest. We take about 10 seconds to reset. And returning to our tabletop position. Again, thighs squeezing together, ankles squeezing together. Feel that low back press towards the mat. Arms are going up over the chest, palms face each other. We're taking this into a dying bug. I don't know why we have to call it that. It's kind of a depressing name, but we're gonna go opposite arm and leg, right hand, left leg. Reach away from each other, stabilize, pause at the bottom position. Feel your midsection have to work to hold the back towards the floor. Exhale up to the top, switch side. Pause at the lowest position. Now, everyone's low position may be different. You do not have to get close to the floor. Exhale up to the top. We speed this up. We open and close here. Open and close. Now we're not in a race. I want you to really feel the muscles have to work and hold you in place every time you extend. If at any point you need to take a short break, go ahead and do that. It's always good to reset. Make sure we're using the muscles that we're aiming to target. Again, it's that transverse abdominis coming right in, tightening up that internal girdle. You can take the hands out of this equation and you're gonna feel feel your body return to that kind of alternating leg lower. 10 more seconds here. Remembering to breathe. Last repetition. Draw the knees in close, take a few seconds, stretch that low back, and when you're ready, we are rolling face down into our superhero, or supermans, or superwomans. Level 1 is going to keep the hands under the forehead. Level 2 is going to reach out, lengthening the body, and we lift both hands and feet into the air. Feel that gentle squeeze in the low back, no pinching. We lower close to the floor. You might feel the floor, but no resting. And lift, squeeze, relax. Lift, squeeze, release. So if your arms are overhead, take note of where your shoulder position is. Tuck those shoulders down into your back pockets rather than reaching up and covering your ears with your deltoids. If you're looking for more intensity, go ahead and hold at the top for me. We have 15 seconds remaining in this exercise, so you can choose to continue that low back squeeze, that low back movement, or hold at the top. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. We're staying in this prone position. Arms go out to a T. Our focus is going to be between our shoulder blades and that squeeze. So we lift our T off the floor and release. If you're comfortable resting your forehead on the floor, great. If you need a little lift there, that's okay too. And release. So these are about 4 count squeeze holds at the top, squeezing those shoulder blades together. And release. We release close to the floor, but we don't actually rest. Squeeze. When we talk about our core, it's basically all of our muscles between our shoulders and our hips. All of the muscles that help stabilize, help with our posture. The ones that really do all the work for us. 2 more repetitions. Get that squeeze. And release. 1 more. Squeeze. And release. Shake it out. We're moving to our Supermans again. Here's lift and lower. A little faster this time. 3 on our way to 10. Here's 4. 5. 8. 2 more. Great finish on that low back work. Rolling to your side, moving into our side plank. Level 1's going to bend at the knees. Level 2's going to take this to the ankles. Elbow is shoulder stacked right over the elbow. Go ahead and lift up into that side plank. Level 1 stays here. Level 2, take it underneath with a reach and pull it back to the top. Again, not fast. We're not using momentum. We want our muscles to do the work. I may have mentioned this at the beginning of class, but with our first class today, I'm demonstrating with body weight only. If you're joining me next week, we'll add in some light dumbbells as well. You could take a dumbbell and add it into with this exercise if you have it handy right now. 1 more. Controlled release. We're going to switch this to the other side. Again, level 1, feel free to stay with your side plank from the knees. Level 2 takes it up to the ankles. If you're a level 3 and you need the added intensity, lift the top leg. Your choice. Also an option to add that rotation. We always want that gentle rainbow arch through the hips here. So every time you pull back to center, really reach for the ceiling, both with your hand and your top hip. You should feel this working on that lower side of the body. You've got it. We got about 3 more here to even it out. One more. And release. Great job. Go ahead and roll to your back. We're taking this into a classic crunch. Level 1 keeps the feet on the floor. Level 2 may choose to move to your tabletop position. Hands behind the head, barely touching with the fingertips. They're just supporting, they're not pulling. Gently tuck the chin so you're looking towards the top of the wall. And we lift, squeeze through the abdominal wall, release. It's lift, release. Not any faster than this. I want you to control those muscles. If you have a good neck strength and you want to move one hand to the abdomen, you'll feel those muscles contract. Squeeze, release. If you need added intensity, take the feet and the knees out about 6 inches. Breathe through it. Think exhale to the top. We have 15 seconds to go on this exercise. Nice work. Give me 2 more repetitions. And with that release, we also take the feet to the floor. We're gonna take our crunch position, so those fingertips behind the head. We're gonna lift about 4 inches. You get the middle of the shoulder blade off the floor, and we're gonna sweeping out to the side, squeezing that oblique, reaching for the ankles, pulling back to center, and sweep out to the side, squeeze, pulling back to center. My level 1s can take a break right in the middle if they need to before they lift and squeeze to the other side. My level 2s are going to pick up the pace just a little bit here. Reach and reach. Reach. Focus on that squeeze through the side of the torso. Squeeze. Squeeze. Again, working at the level that's best for you. Take the 10-second pause if you need it. Great push. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the body. Last core exercise today. Roll your body to a prone plank, elbows to toes. Now you've heard the word last. That means I want you to challenge yourself. Level 1 can stick with the knees here. Level 2 brings it up to the toes. Level 3 will lift one leg. Level 4, no, you're not lifting both legs. I know that's not doable. You can lift opposite arm. I'm gonna count this down in 4 sets of 10, so you can choose to switch at any point. We're on our first set of 10. Here comes our second set of 10. Choose the level that is best for you. I want you challenging your body. That little bit of muscle shake is okay. Pain is not, but work is good. That's our second set of 10. Here we're into our third set of 10 seconds. Woo, keep breathing, push it out. Final set of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Controlled release, belly to the floor. We're gonna press up, our prone press up here, so you're feeling just a little gentle stretch through the abdominal wall. Eyes are looking towards the top of the ceiling. Shoulder blades are pulling down and back. Glutes are relaxed. No low back pinching. If you want to take this up to a higher intensity, go ahead and press the hands to the floor. Eyes are looking all the way up towards the ceiling. With your next exhale, we release. Hands come to the armpits. Press back into your extended child's pose. Release the toes, a little space between the knees. Allow the armpits to drop towards the floor. You may choose to rest your head on the mat. You are welcome to stay in this position or join me as I walk the hands off to the right side, feeling the stretch on the left. Really push that left arm all the way through, feeling that stretch under the armpit through the rib cage. Keep that left hip glued to the floor or towards your heels. And we walk the hands back to center. Again, you're welcome to stay in the center or reach with me to the other side. Stretching towards the right, or excuse me, towards the left, feeling the stretch on the right. Under the armpits through the rib cage, glue that right hip to the floor. And we all return to center with our child's pose. Take that inhale. And with the exhale, we push up to hands and knees. Right knee comes up, kneeling hip flexor stretch. So find your balance. Feet and knees are on two separate train tracks, not one single track, two tracks here. Tuck that tailbone, hinge forward, feeling the stretch through the back side of the leg. On the stretching side, that back leg, you're welcome to take the arm up. You're welcome to take the arm over. Choose the level that works best for you. We want to feel the stretch through the front part of the hip. And with that next exhale, we release, switch legs, choose to do that however it works best for you, but balance is key and feeling stable is important to the success of our stretch. So find that comfortable position, tuck the tailbone, hinge forward, lean forward, push forward. So you feel that stretch to the back leg. Option for the stretching side arm to go up, option for it to go over. If you're still like, Michelle, I just need a little more stretch, take those back toes out wide. Again, never holding our breath here, finding that inhale, exhale, slow release. Take both knees back, tuck the toes underneath, lead with the tailbone as we press the hips towards the ceiling. We're gonna march the heels, feel that gentle calf stretch as we're in our downward facing dog. Relax the shoulders, you're really feeling that string, pull that tailbone towards the ceiling. It's 4, 3, 2, knees to the floor. That gives you a chance for your eyes to come up. Release the toes, yoga cat-cow here. Arching the back towards the ceiling, feeling the stretch between the shoulders. Exhale, belly to the floor, eyes come up. And find your neutral. Again, tuck those toes, walk the hands back. I call this our leapfrog position, or it's a really low squat. I want you to think about pressing the heels to the floor. Rock your body side to side. That's optional. Pressing those heels towards the floor. You're using your elbows to almost press out. Feel a gentle inner thigh stretch. Eyes are up. It gives you a chance to say, yeah, okay, I'm feeling clear-headed. I'm ready to go to standing. Find your neutral middle. Lead with your tailbone as you press the hips up. Gentle hamstring stretch, and then we very slowly roll through the spine. all the way to the top. Shoulders roll down and back. Make sure your feet feel steady. You got a gentle bend in those knees. We finish our day with a chest opener. Big, wide goalpost, pulling those shoulder blades down and back. Oh my goodness, 25 minutes went so fast today. I am very open to your suggestions, so let me know. Do you want longer stretches? I need more core. Make it tougher. Make it easier. Let me know, because we're going to meet again, same time, same place next week. We'll see you soon.